Let's go. So for our first article here, we got this recent case matriarch loses it in court as she's convicted of plot to murder ex-son-in-law. So here we go. A weeping Florida dental matriarch was reprimanded by a judge Thursday for her emotional outburst after she was found guilty of masterminding the 2014 murder for hire. Killing for her ex-son-in-law, Donna Adelson, shouted, "Oh my God," inside a Tallahassee courtroom when a Florida Second Judicial Circuit Judge Stephen Everett read the jury's verdict in the murder of Florida State University law professor Dan Markle. Basically, she killed her son-in-law, basically. Apparently. Don't know why. Mrs. Adelson, control yourself, Everett ordered as the 75-year-old sobbed uncontrollably. So yes, so basically in court trials, when they're reading the verdict, they don't want you to have any outbursts because they're trying to do it in a manner where it's neutral, right, where it's fair and where there's no favoritism and blah blah blah. Anyways, this is about dispensing justice, right? The no-nonsense judge ordered that the jury be escorted out of the courtroom as Adelson continued to cry while repeatedly dropping her head down. Yeah, so basically they do that because they don't want the jury to try and be swayed, right, to have some kind of, emotionally blackmailed in a sense, right? According to a video from the Tallahassee Democrat. Mrs. Adelson, while this was not the outcome I'm sure you desired, there will not be any further outbursts in front of the jury. If you cannot control yourself, I am going to have to determine if you will be removed from the remainder of this process. Everett gave the murderess 2 minutes to collect herself before bringing the jury back into the room to finish the hearing. Adelson continued to shake in her seat but remained quiet, not disrupting the proceedings. The weeks-long murder trial centered around the prosecution's theory that Adelson orchestrated the violent killing of Markle, the son-in-law she hated, who was previously married to her daughter, Wendy. There it is. Adelson's attorney claimed there was no evidence linking the elderly woman to killing and attempted to pin the plot on 2 of her adult children. Prosecutors painted Adelson as a controlling matriarch of her affluent South Florida family, who had the means and motive to orchestrate the killing of an ex-son-in-law she hated. Markle was fatally shot in the head inside the Tallahassee garage in July 2014. He was in a contentious custody battle with Wendy, who wanted to move 370 miles from Tallahassee with their 2 sons to South Florida when he died. A judge blocked the move from Markle, refused to relocate. The 41-year-old's death remained unsolved for nearly a decade before Adelson's son, Dr. Charlie Adelson, was arrested in April 2022. The younger Adelson and his then-girlfriend, Catherine Banua, hired 2 men, Sigfrido Garcia and Luis Rivera, to carry out the hit on Markle. Oh. Interesting. Riviera and Garcia, members of the ruthless Latin Kings gang, stalked Markle on the morning of July 18, 2014, before following him back to his house, shooting him. Gang related too. Ouch. Garcia, the ex-husband of Magbanua, was found guilty of being the triggerman in the killing and is serving a life sentence behind bars. Rivera accepted a plea deal and is serving 19-year sentence. Sorry, I'm yawning. Kind of tired. Magbanua and Charles Adelson were both convicted of the murder-for-hire plot and were sentenced to life in prison. So this is basically this is like a whole. This is the whole plot. So we have the victim, Dan Markle, Wendy, ex-spouse, right, and then this is Donna Adelson, right? That's the old lady. Mother of the son, Charlie Adelson, ex-girlfriend, Catherine Katie Magbonua, and then Harvey Adelson, right? And then apparently they hired two, right? I guess Catherine Katie Magbonua, right, hired these two to do a job. Or hired this person to do a job. Children, father, and mother. Oh, are they all connected? Chart shows how the Adelson family, Sigfrid and Catherine collaborated to murder Daniel Markle. So children, father, mother. Friends. So they had relations and then they murdered them. Right. Wendy Adelson has denied involvement in the case and hasn't been charged with her ex-husband's murder. We have lost a treasure. My son Dan's life was cut tragically short at 41 years old, Markle's mother, Ruth, said in an impact statement after the verdict was read Thursday. For 11 years, we have been forced to a life filled with unimaginable pain and heartbreak. Donna Adelson had avoided arrest for nearly a decade after Markle's death, but was caught at Miami International Airport before boarding a one-way flight to Vietnam in November 2023. Adelson said she was aware the Southeast Asian country has a no extradition policy with the U.S. and claims she would have cooperated if authorities in the U.S. were looking for her. She awaits a sentencing hearing after her attorneys blocked the judge from handing down his decision Thursday, asking for the same accommodations her son received in 2023, the Post wires. They were fabulously wealthy. They could have flown these kids back and forth from Miami to Gainesville to satisfy court-ordered custody. Yeah. The flight is a little over an hour. Private plane service readily available if they wish. As kids age, custody agreement can be modified. Life prison sentences? Good luck with that. That's one person's take. Anyways. If you want to take a look at this, right, I will leave right all the links, sources in the description, like usual. Cheerleader Laken Snelling, whose baby was found dead in a trash bag, was dating popular college athlete. Lincoln Snelling, the University of Kentucky cheerleader whose dead newborn was found stuffed in a closet. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Had been dating a former college basketballer, according to loved-up photos they shared online. Snelling's beau, Connor Jordan, was front and center in a handful of posts on the 21-year-old cheerleader's social media accounts, posted in the months before her recent arrest. However, it was not immediately clear if he was the father of the baby boy Snelling is accused of wrapping in a towel, stashing in a garbage bag, and hiding in her closet at her off-campus residence in Lexington. Jesus fuck, what a terrible person. Fucking hell. In one TikTok post, oh, and she's a TikToker. Fucking hell. Man, social media fucking brain rot. In one TikTok posted in June, Jordan, who was identified repeatedly by Snelling's followers, was pictured holding hands with the cheerleader and embracing her in a field. Another clip captured him kissing Snelling's cheek as the pair danced together. It isn't clear when they started dating. Jordan, who once played basketball for King University and Tuculum University in Tennessee, appears to be have deleted his own social media accounts in the wake of his girlfriend's arrest. Oh, because he probably didn't want probably because he didn't want all the messages asking, "Did you know about this? Why didn't you say anything? Did you know about this? You should off your..." Right. Yes, like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know this person was a fucking crazy person. Anyways. Comes after it previously emerged that Snelling had listed being a mom as one of her life goals in a social media post just months before this week's grisly discovery. Ugh. In her last TikTok, which was posted June 25th, Snelling had included an emoji of her mother holding a baby under the list of goals beside a wedding ring, house, and cash. Meanwhile, Snelling faced court for the first time on Wednesday after she was charged with abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and concealing the birth of an infant. Well, yeah. Given what the fuck she did, yeah. She was arrested on August 31st after cops responded to a report of an unresponsive infant at the home. Jeez, fuck. An autopsy was since deemed the baby's cause of death inconclusive. Probably because they already fucking did some heinous shit. I understand the community's concern and sensitivity surrounding the death of a child. Fayette County Coroner Gary Ginn said in a coroner's report. We are conducting a thorough and methodical death investigation to ensure all facts are carefully considered. Snelling has pleaded not guilty in the charges. There you have it. Now, what's this? Michigan doctor arrested in sting operation after allegedly asking mother if he could have sex with her 5-year-old child. What the What is wrong with people? You need to hang these people. Why? Just why? A sick Michigan doctor was arrested after he was oh yeah. Hold on. This is let's watch this because it has something to do with right, that one crazy bitch, right? Where is it? Yeah, remember right here. Control yourself right here.
We, the jury, find as follows as to count 1 of the indictment, first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder.
Oh my god! Yeah, so basically you cannot outburst like that.
Mrs. Adelson, control yourself.
That's the dude. You put this guy in a fucking, in a wood chipper. Sorry. A sick Michigan doctor was arrested after he was allegedly caught pursuing a friendship with a mother online to ask if he could have a sexual relationship with their 5-year-old daughter. What a fucking gross freak. According to authorities. Dr. William he's a fucking doctor too. That's the crazy thing. Was arrested by U.S. Marshals following an undercover sting operation in which an officer posed as a mom who befriended Murdoch in a platonic relationship. The Port St. Lucie Police Department said in a statement Wednesday. Murdoch's alleged goal is building the relationship was to see if the fictitious mother would allow her 5-year-old to be courted by and have sexual relationship with him. This fucking... What the fuck? Police said. What? Why? Why are you such a fucking predator, you fucking retard. During the investigation, stomach-churning messages were exchanged. Fucking gross. Exchanged dealing the doctor's plan to groom the child and turn the sexual situation sexual. Dude, what a fucking... Dude, this dude's a pedophile. Literally. Fucking murder this guy. Murdoch goes into detail of his demented behavior that is too explicit to share in its entirety. I bet. This dude's a fucking piece of shit. You should fucking throw him in the goddamn burner. However, it varied in having a sexual relationship in multiple ways, the department said. During a forensic examination of the doctor's iCloud and messaging account, additional conversations were located, revealing that his training as a medical professional assisted him in other alarming dark web hunts. Police said. Hey, what's up? Okay, well, this is him. This is during the So this is the sting operation. Someone posing as someone posing. The conversation entailed conception, full-term abortions, and intentional drug and alcohol use to cause birth defects, according to cops. A warrant was immediately issued for his arrest, and he was charged with soliciting a parent to consent to the participation of sexual conduct involving a child, police said. Yeah, that was gonna go fucking CP or CSAM at one point if they actually went through. Kill him. Fucking hang this bitch. You throw him in the fucking grinder, man. He will be extradited to Florida, authorities said. Murdoch is listed in online documentation as a Monroe Regional Hospital Associate Director for Family Medicine resident. Jesus Christ, man. And this guy was trying to be a predator. ProMedica, which owns ProMedica Monroe Regional Hospital in Monroe, Michigan, where Murdoch worked, told CBS News that this arrest triggered an immediate suspension of Murdoch's hospital privileges and a termination of all activity involving the physician. Holy fuck, man. This guy is fucking wood chipper him now. Holy shit. Why the fuck is he trying to do that? God damn, dude. Right, if it's like that, where did they just allow fucking kids to get into like relationships with the fucking old people down in the fucking Middle East countries? It was like Iran or something. It's like, what? Why? What the fuck is wrong with you? Fucking sickos. Scar-faced illegal migrant accused of murdering teen whose body was found dumped on side of the road after vanishing. Oh shit. He does got that Scarface look going on. A Scar-faced illegal migrant was charged Friday with murdering a Maryland teenager whose body was found dumped on the side of a highway more than a week after she was reported missing. Hugo Hernandez, I don't... What? He's suspected of murder. This is so Dude, all the fucking articles we just read are so fucked in the head. Ay. Anyways, Hugo Hernandez Mendez, 35, was charged with first and second degree murder after a body, oh my god, near a Washington, D.C. area highway was confirmed to be missing 19-year-old Dakara Thompson, officials said. He is suspected of murdering the teen in his bedroom after surveillance showed her getting into a back SUV that took her to the house in Bowie, the Prince George's County Police Department said. Hernandez Mendez, who has a long scar stretching from above his right eye down to his mouth, was in the U.S. illegally, despite an earlier arrest in April for driving under the influence. County Executive Aisha Braveboy told the press conference Friday. He was released pending trial earlier this year, but is now facing an ICE detainer while held without bond on the murder charges, officials said. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that's her right there. It is not clear if he knew Thompson, who was reported missing by her family on August 23rd. So this is real recent. The day after she left her father's house in Lanford, just outside D.C., saying she was quickly grabbing gas, her family told NBC Washington. Jesus. Thompson's car was found 2 days later, parked the wrong way next to a hydrant, with her purse and credit cards still inside. Jesus. On Sunday, a body was finally found, dumped on a side of Route 50 in Anne Arundel County. It was confirmed this week to be the missing teen. Jesus. Wait, what? Wait, they're saying she's she's 19. They're saying she's a teen. Wait, what? I'm confused. Investigators then found surveillance footage showing Thompson approaching a black SUV around 3 a.m. the night she went missing, and then hopping in after speaking to the driver, cops said. Oh shit. For reasons still under investigation, it appears that Dakara willfully entered a vehicle being driven by the suspect. Prince George's County Police Chief George Nader told a press conference. The car went to a house in Bowie, where a search warrant showed the teen had been murdered in a bedroom, cops said. Jesus fuck. The suspect has access to the black SUV and lives in the bedroom where the murder occurred. Wow, lives in the apartment and sleeps in the same room. Wow, possibly sleeps in the same room. Anyways, the department said in a statement, "We believe everything transpired in the bedroom," Nader said. "What is surrounding the two coming together, that's what we're still investigating." Cops say the suspected killer then dumped Thompson's body in a grassy field about 7 miles from the murder scene, according to WTOP. Authorities are still investigating exactly how she died. Thompson, a recent graduate of St. Charles High School in Waldorf, Maryland, was living at home while working at a nonprofit, as part of a service year program for recent graduates, according to Braveboy, the county executive. This is a young woman who dedicated part of her young life to serving others, to serving the repeat. Whoops, and they accidentally repeat stuff in their articles sometimes. Typo. Anyways, and I want that to bring home to all of you that is a good. Oh well, maybe it's not a typo. Maybe either this person said it like this purposefully, or they have like a stutter or something. I don't know. Anyways, good young woman who wanted to do good to her community, and our community will stand behind her family as we seek justice for her, Braveboy said. Well, there you have it. Yeah, apparently, the sanctuary city policy saved him. Yeah, this is crazy. Dude's a criminal. Just by looking at him. Look at him. See? Jesus. Anyways, that's going to be it for news article readings. I will leave everything in the right description as usual, so you can check out the news articles and do your own research into these people if you want. But yeah, there you have it.